Temporarily from Eastern Massachusetts, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, January 1st, 2019. Silver is trading at $15.49 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,283 per ounce. Smart cash is trading at 1.39 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,763. Antiwar.com reports the U.S. government's monthly report of civilian deaths in their operations in the war against the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria has been released over the weekend, and as usual, includes but a tiny fraction of the deaths reported by monitors and other non-government organizations. The new report added 15 deaths to the overall toll, but 12 of those deaths were from a U.S. strike in Mosul in March of 2017. The strike in question was on a munitions factory, and the U.S. strike set off a secondary explosion that killed civilians. The other deaths spanned 2 other smaller incidents. Totally absent from the official report is any record of the deaths of scores of civilians in repeated U.S. airstrikes against 3 towns held by the Islamic State in eastern Syria near the Iraqi border. These strikes have been consistently reported over the past 2 months, but the U.S. has almost never acknowledged such strikes, let alone admitted to any of the large number of civilian deaths. This, of course, has been a recurring problem with the official reporting of civilian deaths, as the U.S. rarely admits to more than a tiny fraction of the overall deaths documented by groups like the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights or Air Wars. Even when the U.S. admits to an incident, they often underreport the death toll.
Smart Cash is a peer-to-peer digital currency that is fast, secure, and easy to use. Smart Cash is building a foundation that can support daily transactions for people everywhere. One feature that sets Smart Cash apart is the Smart Hive governance model and how the community can vote to fund the best projects with block rewards stored in the Smart Hive project treasury. Unlike other cryptocurrencies with voting systems, Smart Cash allows everyone to participate. One smart equals one vote. Learn more at smartcash.cc.
UPI reports House Democrats plan to unveil a stopgap spending bill that would fund most of the government for the rest of the fiscal year, but would provide only a fraction of what President Donald Trump wants to pay for a border wall. The bill would fund 6 government departments currently furloughed since the shutdown went into effect on December 21st. Unnamed Democratic aides told the Washington Post the Department of Homeland Security, though, would receive its existing $1.3 billion for border security, short of the $5 billion Trump has requested. Among the shuttered departments to receive funding under the legislation are the Departments of Interior, Agriculture, Commerce, and Justice. Democratic aides told the New York Times and USA Today Democrats plan to vote on the bill when the new session of Congress opens on Thursday, the first day the party takes control of the lower chamber. The Democrats' proposed plan is similar to legislation passed by the Republican-controlled Senate earlier this year. Trump declined to sign the spending bill because it did not include the $5 billion he requested to partially fund a wall. Though the new Democratic-controlled House is expected to pass the planned legislation, it's unclear whether the Republican-controlled Senate has enough votes to send it to Trump's desk, and if it did, whether the president would even sign it.
You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap and Amazon, at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com.
Reuters reports U.S. Strategic Command, which oversees the country's nuclear arsenal, apologized for a Twitter message saying it was ready if necessary to drop something much, much bigger than the New Year's Eve ball in New York, and showing a clip of an aircraft releasing bombs. Just an hour before the midnight descent of the illuminated ball in New York's Times Square, marking the arrival of the new year, the tweet said, #Times Square tradition rings in #New Year by dropping the big ball. If ever needed, we are #ready to drop something much, much bigger. The video showed a B-2 bomber dropping bombs, followed by explosions on the ground. One Twitter user using the handle @MaryFShort wrote, "Why is U.S. Strategic Command joking about nuclear war? #shameful." Later on Monday, the message was deleted from the U.S. Strategic Command's Twitter feed. A new message said, "Our previous New Year's Eve tweet was in poor taste and does not reflect our values. We apologize. We are dedicated to the security of America and allies."
You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com.
This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.